Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and today we're gonna be making a high protein, low calorie, salted caramel cheesecake. It sounds delicious and it is delicious. I'm so excited to make this recipe. So this is actually gonna be a cheesecake for one recipe made in this 4.5-inch springform pan. The recipe is around 450 calories for the entire thing, which is insane. So if you don't have one of these pans, you can purchase it off of Amazon. The link is included in my Amazon store down below. Or you can triple the recipe and make it in a normal size circular pan, which is typically around 8 or 9 inches in diameter. So if you're excited to see me make this recipe, please give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends as it really helps the channel. And without further ado, let's get started with the ingredients. So here are all the ingredients you're gonna need. All-purpose flour, sea salt caramel baking chips. Now, if you can't find these, you guys can just make like a white chocolate cheesecake or a chocolate cheesecake. It doesn't necessarily need to be salted caramel. I found these at Safeway in Vancouver. I feel like a lot of grocery stores have them, but if not, you can definitely change it up. And then we have fat-free cream cheese. So this is Philadelphia 95% fat-free. Now, most grocery stores have this, but if you can't find it, you can just use the low-fat cream cheese, and then the macros will be a bit higher, but they'll still be a lot better than a normal cheesecake. And then we have non-fat Greek yogurt, PE Science Cake Pop protein powder. You can use my code FIT15 to save money on your purchase, but of course you could use any whey casein blend. You could probably even use a whey protein powder, although I haven't tried it. And then we have Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. Again, my discount code is FIT15. You can use any 0-calorie sweetener though. Biscoff, so this is for the topping. This is optional, but highly recommended. I'm in Canada, so I just get this off of Amazon. Cinnamon, egg whites, and vanilla extract. And as I mentioned in the intro, so this 4.5-inch springform pan, you can find this on Amazon. It's in my store, which is included in the link below. But if you don't have one of these, this recipe can be made in a normal sized brown pan, which is typically like 8 or 9 inches in diameter. You just need to triple the recipe. Now let's get started with the recipe. The first thing we're gonna do is preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. So guys, the first thing we're gonna do is make the crust. So we're gonna add all-purpose flour, monk fruit sweetener, cinnamon, then we're just gonna mix that together. Then you're gonna add egg whites, and then the non-fat Greek yogurt. And then we're gonna mix that all together. So I always forget to show cooking spray as an ingredient, but I feel like most people have that lying around. So anyway, we're gonna spray the pan with cooking spray, and then you're going to pour the crust in. So now you're just gonna use the back of a wet spoon to spread the crust out. So now the oven is done preheating. We're gonna put the crust in the oven for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna make the filling while that's baking. So to make the filling, first thing we're gonna do is add the protein powder, then the monk fruit sweetener, the non-fat Greek yogurt, the fat-free cream cheese, and vanilla extract, which I spilled over there, as you can see. So we're gonna mix these ingredients together. Then we're gonna take the salted caramel chips and microwave them in 30-second intervals. Yeah, so depending on the power of your microwave, for me, I only had to microwave it for 1 minute. So I did 30 seconds and then stir it and then another 30 seconds. And then you're just going to add it to the batter. And then you're just gonna stir the salted caramel in. So after you mix in the salted caramel, set aside this part of the filling. Then you're gonna take a separate bowl with 40 grams of egg whites. And ideally you would use like a whisk or an egg beater, but I don't have one of those. And then you're gonna whisk it for like 2 to 3 minutes until stiff peaks form. Yeah, so basically just mix it as fast as you can like that, and I'll kind of show you what stiff peaks look like. So this is basically good enough. I'm not sure if it's like quote unquote stiff peaks, but this is what it looked like last few times I've made this recipe. So now you're gonna take the filling and like gently fold in the egg whites. So just pour them over and then kind of stir them in gently. So here's the crust. I actually only ended up baking it for 12 minutes, but it'll depend on your oven, so just check it after 12. Then you're gonna pour the batter on top. So now we poured the batter on top. We're actually gonna lower the oven temperature to 325 Fahrenheit. Then you're gonna bake this for 25 minutes. Okay, so now we've been baking it for 25 minutes at 325. We're gonna lower it to 200 Fahrenheit. And then we're gonna bake it for 30 more minutes and check, but it'll probably be a total of like 40 to 45. So I just took the cheesecake out of the oven. It looks really good. We're gonna let it cool before putting it in the fridge. So in total, I ended up baking the crust for 12 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit, then lowering it to 325 and baking the cheesecake for 25 minutes, and then lowering it to 200 Fahrenheit and baking the cheesecake for 40 minutes. Okay, so now that the cheesecake is cooled, I covered it in foil, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge. You can put it overnight, or if it's like morning or afternoon where you are, you can just put it in the fridge for like 4 hours. But yeah, the cheesecake needs to be in the fridge for at least 4 hours to set. So the cheesecake's out of the fridge. To make the biscoff topping, you're gonna take 10 grams of biscoff, add a bit of water, just add like 1 tablespoon at a time, and then mix it so the it's like ASAP. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel. And please be sure to check out my other recipes, as I'm sure you're gonna love them. And with that, I will see you guys next week. Bye.